man, if you play Dynasty mode at all, I just hope this video finds you. Ah, man. Yeah, dude, I just got done doing, let me see, yeah, 37 seasons of testing. And yeah, man, we can definitely make this more realistic, for sure. I could tell you that, so just stay with me here on this video. I'll take care of you. We'll make sure we will make this part of the game the best it can possibly be. Okay, so what we're dealing with here, I mean, of course you probably know, it's the ridiculous, widespread, just cratering of so many of the smaller, less prestigious programs. Hey, and of course with something like this, there's always more than one thing that's to blame for it, but a big part of the reason for it, it's the transfer portal. Okay, they screwed it up, man. It's the flow of players, right, in the portal. It's just inherently unrealistic in the game. It's just so many that are going from little to big and just not nearly enough coming back the other way. Just playing time needs to be a much bigger driver, like it is in real life. But in the game, it's not, and all this other stuff is. So the portal ends up harming the little guys more than it should. Okay, so given that's the way that they program the game, they screwed up these portal sliders so bad, man. These are so freaking off. Okay, so first one, the max number of transfers in a year per school, they got it at 20. No, we need to slash that almost in half. It needs to go down to 12. Okay, because a lot of these smaller coaches, they only have a handful of persuasions. So we got to keep that total number down. So 20 to 12 for that one. Let's do the really big one, the CPU transfer chance. It's just 55 is way too freaking high. Again, given the way they program the game, this just needs to come way the hell down. We got to put it all the way down to 14. Ah, man, yeah, so with it on 14, that's going to give us around 600, okay, about 600 players in the portal each year, and that's basically as much as the game can handle at this point, and it's still a pretty robust portal, but the point is the portal isn't like decapitating programs in masses anymore. Okay, let's do the user one. So this slider is really just about making the game, you know, this part of the game realistically challenging and fun and rewarding for us. Okay, so if you're like me and you're starting a new rebuild, dude, we can't come in day one of the rebuild and have it look like this. Okay, I'd like to know how the hell did we get all these guys to commit in the first place then? It's no fun. Rebuild should be challenging, yes, but not impossible. Okay, so if you're starting from the bottom with your program, then I'd highly recommend taking the user slider down to 23. Okay, and here's my Texas State rebuild with it on 23, day one. That's still going to be difficult, that's good. But with it on 23, we actually have like a fighting chance now. Okay, so let's bump up to the next level. If you're at a program that's like average, then I'd recommend taking it up from 23 to 30. Okay, now bumping up one more level. If we're like, you know, around the top 25, we got a lot of pretty good grades here for a lot of the different categories. In that case, on that level, then we're going to bump it up 7 more to 37. Okay, now there's one more level. If you're like at the very, very top, you know, man, in that case, you pretty much got great grades for everything. So you're really only going to get guys wanting to transfer because of playing style or playing time. Okay, and as we already established, there's just not as many of those. That's why if you're on this level, I would do just a little extra bump from 37 up to 40. Okay, because it still should be fun. I still got to try to manage my roster and make trade-offs and try to keep all my guys happy. So that's the way it should be. Okay, last thing before we go, we're going to do these real quick. It's the XP sliders. I'm going to break this down. So if we increase these, it will help the little guys some. Okay, because it's going to increase the player progression, but at the same time, it still keeps that progression kind of concentrated to a degree in the younger and the lower rated guys. Okay, and the smaller programs, of course, they just naturally have more of those guys. So that's how it kind of helps them naturally, and it makes sense. You know, those guys just naturally have just more room to improve. Now, if we put these up too high, there is a breaking point where it just becomes like a progression bonanza for everybody. So we don't want that. We want realistic progression, yes, of course. But we also want to use these sliders to give the little guys some much needed help. Okay, it's not life-changing or anything like that, but, you know, we're doing the best we can with what we have here. Okay, so I'll put them up here. If you want to take these just right from the video, there they are. You can pause it, but I'll also have these in a Google Doc for you. Okay, if you prefer. Links in the description. Alrighty, man. Yeah, okay. There's, just because I've seen this a lot, there's this one last thing I want to address. Vandy and Virginia. Dude, this is really not the portal. You could turn the transfer portal off, and these two are still going to drop into the 60s after year one. It's just because, well, Vandy has 31 seniors this year who are 75 overall or higher. Okay, and UVA has 33. So, what do? We make our peace with what we can't control, and we make it the best we can with what we can control. And look, Virginia, on my settings, at year 3, they're already back into the 70s. So it is better, man. On the defaults, they were not. They just, on the defaults, they just went into the abyss. So much better, man. I hope this video, finds you well and improves your experience. That's all we're going for here, man. I hope you can leave me a like before you go. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe, of course. Hit your bell on. If you haven't done it already, the official full slider release with penalty sliders included is just about done. That's coming up next. Okay, so use the bell, keep yourself notified, be on the lookout, get in the comments if you got anything for me. Your comments do help as I continue to test, and that's how we all make a better game together. Alright, we're all in the same boat here, just trying to have fun, man. Alright, so I hope this video helps you do that. I hope to see you next time. Come on back around here to the Game Lab, man. I'll see you soon.